Most of us move through the world with an unshakable confidence in our own agency. We assume that because we are conscious of our surroundings, we are the masters of our own minds. But look at the architecture of a standard day. Our routines, our digital habits, and our social responses often follow a pre-written script of cultural conditioning and digital algorithms. We are participating in a system we rarely stop to question. This automated existence is a form of collective hypnosis. We are acting out roles and desires given to us by the external world, moving through life while functionally asleep to the forces that actually drive us. This hypnosis hides in plain sight. It disguises itself as a relentless pursuit of status, a paralyzing fear of falling behind, or a quiet need for approval. To find safety, people often surrender their autonomy to external voices. We latch on to rigid ideologies, charismatic readers, and constant societal noise, letting someone else hold the steering wheel of our consciousness. The life we think we are leading is actually a series of reactions to systemic pressures. We are being lived by forces we have yet to name. Control relies on relentless repetition. When the external world bombards us with the same messages over and over, they eventually bypass our defenses and settle into the mind as objective reality. This feedback loop alters our perception. It trains us to react to injected fears and viral outrage with a mechanical rhythm, ensuring our energy is always spent on external distractions. The trance manufactures uniform desires. It ensures that a mass of people chases the same superficial goals, mistaking a collective consumerist trend for a personal ambition. This process continues within our institutions. Schools, corporations, and militaries often work to strip away the self, molding individuals into compliant tools designed to serve a larger industrial or political agenda. We end up functioning as biological reactors, responding to a psychological environment that has been engineered from the outside in. When the pain of the trance becomes too much, people often look for a quick escape. They turn to monumental belief systems that promise salvation, trading the chaos of the world for the overwhelming scale of institutionalized dogma. These organizations frequently replace critical inquiry with blind devotion. They create a sacred trance that feels like enlightenment, but actually serves to tether the individual to a new authority. Swapping a secular trance for a religious one simply swaps one set of walls for another. The cage may be decorated with holy symbols, but the state of sleep remains the same. Occasionally, the machine of society fails to hold our attention. There is a fleeting moment where the routine stops working, and you feel the crushing weight of an existential emptiness. This internal tension marks the moment the inherited ego meets resistance. It is the friction of the true self beginning to reject an artificial identity. Real change begins when we stop fighting external enemies and start observing our own psychological shadows. This requires the courage to look at the parts of ourselves we have ignored for the sake of fitting in. This internal crisis is the first definitive sign that the collective dream is starting to dissolve. Awakening happens within your current life. It means learning to exist in the world without being swallowed by its trance or identifying with its distractions. This process requires a psychological death, the quiet dismantling of the societal masks and inherited conditioning we have mistaken for ourselves. It is a daily labor of presence.
It involves cultivating silence, practicing deep self-observation, and maintaining an active memory of the self in the middle of a world that wants you to forget. This state allows you to act as a conscious observer, illuminating the thoughts and impulses that once moved through the mind in the dark.